At the time of this video, Friend Request hasn't even hit theaters yet, so how am I reviewing it already? Well, this is another little Case 39 situation. Like with Case 39, people in Europe are just clamoring so hard for Friend Request, they've already got home releases of it. Or the studio doesn't have a whole lot of faith in this movie and said, fuck it. Thanks, Unfriended! I'm sure you're to blame for this, as parts of Friend Request feel like the same movie, just it doesn't have the found on Skype footage gimmick. Hell, Friend Request in Germany is even just called Unfriend, but that's okay because Unfriended over there is just known as Unknown User. Can't wait till we get an English internet horror with that name. They even do a glitchy distributor logo like Unfriended, but I'm sorry, Warner, I'm just not as impressed with this one. And that's pretty much my biggest gripe with this movie. Except for every other thing in it. This movie starts with, smiley flashbacks!
It seems that over the weekend, Marina Mills committed suicide.
I'm sure Marina and Laura Barnes were best friends until Laura unfriended Marina, even though she was so nice to send that friend request. Anyway, Marina's death is super serial and shocking, especially as we don't know who she is, nor will we ever care. Her death, however, does hit the principal really hard.
I am dismissing all classes for the day. Before we leave, I would like to ask each of you to join me in a moment of silence.
I don't think he knew her either.
Apparently there was a video uploaded to the university website this morning. Some of you were crafty enough to grab it before we could take it down. I urge you not to watch it.
Thanks for the honest tagline. But he probably shouldn't give his little announcement about the video existing if he doesn't want them to watch it. Might as well just play it in class, teach-hole. Anywho, the movie flashes back to 2 weeks earlier because we really needed that future spoiler that a series of unfortunate Facebook events will happen.
Liv, this video is so cute!
Facebook kitten jump scare. Yeah, I can go in the jump scare hall of fame with Pop-Tarts. Gets me every time. Dramatic music Facebook, OMG guys! Then we get introduced to one of this film's most unintentionally hilarious gimmicks, which is giving us updates on our main character's friend count. I kid you not, this is something we are supposed to care about. People dying is one thing, but losing Facebook friends, that's when shit gets real. Also, yes, our main character's name is Laura. If you're gonna copy the movie, might as well just use one of the names from it as well. But oh man, they switched the Laura from the Facebook ghost character to the crappy main character, so I see no similarity. However, this movie is also a real commentary on how digital our lives have become. No, it's not.
Though the most common disorder might just be that we have too much time in our hands.
Play cool. He already knows I'm not cool.
After all, I'm in Friend Request. And here I am reviewing it, so I'm just as cool.
I think we might have an excellent example of internet addiction disorder right here in class.
Yes, you two with the phone are the only ones. I'll ignore the rest of the class that has open laptops. But just when you think the entire movie is just these people being attacked by floating text messages, the plot starts when a weird gothic chick from the 90s sends Little Miss Facebook herself the title of the movie. Dun, dun, dun. Can you just reject it and we can wrap this thing up early? She's got 0 friends! Pretty sure you have to work to keep yourself at 0. If they wanted this to seem like she's actually just a really unpopular person, maybe 5 to 10 would be a little more plausible. Marina Angelo also makes these ridiculously elaborate animations, which are weird! No one ever likes dark imagery or little animations on the internet! But if you become friends on Facebook, you become friends for real. No, really. According to this movie, you'll actually hang out with someone right after the face friending. That always happens. Guess Laura Woodburns is actually BFFs with her 800 plus. Good for her.
We're definitely not getting any work done.
Too many friends.
Exactly.
Too many friends, too many friends. That's an internet thing. Laura then has the worst dream imaginable. A bug is flying outside her window. Oh yeah, then it ends with a little Marina jump scare because of course it does. Even though she's not dead and they're still kind of friends at this point, so that makes no sense to happen yet. Marina apparently has no idea how human beings work and didn't think that constantly spamming someone with PMs and photoshopping the two of you together would come off a tad bit odd. But then she really takes things too far when she shares a link for fear.com.
Do you like to watch?
No, stop asking me that.
Oh my god. Laura, this girl isn't right. Why are you hanging out with her?
God, I can't believe you invited her to your birthday.
No. I didn't invite her. She invited herself.
She's about to become the uninvited. Let's just rip off all the uns. Speaking of uns, webcam call time. Let's just spend the rest of the movie on this.
I'll see you in class tomorrow, okay?
But what about tonight? Aren't you celebrating with your friends?
It's just Tyler and I tonight.
Well, that is the perfect lie, unless you upload every moment of your life to Facebook. Oops. I can't believe she invited all 800 of her friends except for me!
To my little green bean, who makes me so proud every day, and who made her father so proud.
Until you rejected his friend request and he had to kill himself! Oops!
No, I'm going, okay? This is to us.
And this is to me not sticking my hand in a blender.
I saw you with everyone. Your birthday dinner, I saw it.
Marina, I'm sorry. I meant to restrict your viewing options, but I was too busy friending more people. Oh, you know Laura Barnes?
Why did you accept my friendship? You didn't have to do that.
You didn't have to do that. Seriously, don't do that!
That's when it's revealed that she's an internet witch or something. Oh wait, no, that's later. For now, she's just a person who obviously needs help and has a hair-pulling disorder, which really amounts to nothing in the plot. But whatever, public outbursts aren't enough to get this school's attention.
Baby, I'm really sorry. I gotta get back to cutting up dead people.
Marina has gone too far this time, and Laura Woodburns has no choice but to enact the name of the movie that they are copying. How could this happen to me? I never made any cyber mistakes, well, except for everything I've done. Damn it. Go on DeviantArt. Your little dilemma will be over in 2 seconds. So did you know if you have 0 friends on Facebook and get really sad, you'll get magical internet power and be able to upload your dreams to someone else's head? Pretty neat stuff. But make sure you're connected to the Wi-Fi when you pull that shit. Unless you've got an unlimited data plan, that might get costly. Now we're caught up with that opening class scene, just 20 minutes into this movie. Well, that was highly necessary.
Look on the bright side. Might be able to get out of class for the funeral.
Ha ha! He's a bigger guy! So that means he's the comical relief jackass! Never change, shitty horror!
There's not gonna be a funeral. There's no body.
'Cause they never have a service for deaths when there's no body to bury. Turns out they don't even know where she died, though, so apparently there's taking on faith at this point that she is actually dead. Also, she might have faked her identity! Well, that'd be pretty spooky, if it mattered in the slightest to the plot. But now it's time for the classic dead girl Facebook calls and messages. I'm really loving this signal interference inspired background track. Really sets the mood for No. Turns out Marina Facebooked over her suicide vid, and like any good Facebook ghost, they've haunted the shit out of the site's coding so that you can't remove things. And I guess she haunted her webcam or editing software a bit to cut this video down so it just didn't keep recording. But it's time for the most serious part of the movie. Dun, dun, dun. Isn't this so much scarier than Unfriended? Now you can see the friend count dropping in real time? The ghost also makes Laura's account post the suicide video, proving that Marina's ghost is just as bored in the afterlife as she was when she was alive. But you know, dropping someone's friend count from beyond the grave is serious business.
She's even back in my friends list.
Unfriend that dead bitch.
That'll show her.
So according to you, Miss Woodson, this video just magically appeared on your timeline this morning.
People's accounts get hacked. That's a real thing, you know. But of course, this is the we just suspect the main character and don't want to have to investigate police scene from many other crappy movies.
If you can't delete that video, you're gonna have to delete your profile.
I'd rather die than delete my Facebook profile! Also, they could probably call Facebook tech support, which I'm pretty sure they would in these cases. Laura does actually contact them, though. However, they tell her it's a classic Facebook haunting and the dead girl's profile is magic, so they can't do anything. This means she's gotta turn to her hacker buddy, which in a real change-up from Unfriended isn't the big comic reliefy character, but instead is the broody I wish I was your boyfriend character. And this guy has some real insights.
That's intense. Okay, let's take a little peek behind the curtain.
Oh no, the internet ghost has made Facebook's source code the Matrix. That explains everything.
You have no idea how crazy that is, do you? That is what code normally looks like.
Okay, that's what some code looks like, but that random JavaScript over to the side there is jack shit to do with Laura's Facebook profile. Also, Laura's profile has some magic ghost posted videos that she can't get rid of, so shouldn't it have some magic matrix coding too?
Is this gonna be a thing now? You and Kobe hanging out in his dorm room.
A Facebook ghost is haunting my girlfriend! This is the time for petty insecurities! Marina then uploads a pic of the big guy's face distorting, which I guess means he's gotta die, even though he never interacted with Marina once. But, the internet ghost is probably listening through their phones to know that he was being insensitive about her death. Look, we've gotta have a body count, so a person's revenge has to be off the mark, like usual. One little thing I kinda like in this scene is when he's getting off the computer, the screen is switched to just a picture of his own face looking back at him. It's a subtle little thing, which is kinda nice. Anyway, for the opposite of that, Marina has downloaded a bunch of creepy dolls and wasps to another dorm room. Somehow, which is really symbolic of... Anyway, she makes him ram his head into the side of the elevator until he dies. Truly, this meant something.
This is all her fault.
Laura's Facebook account being hacked is the only reason he would do that. You all know how much her profile and friend count meant to him. Oh no, now her account is posting his death video. Her account is becoming a real death tube. Oh shit, this is the prequel to that Emoji movie! This is how they gained sentience! But now her friends are below 500! good. Guess 400 some people are still interested in her death videos. Time for another Hacker Buddy scene, and when you're looking at sensitive things like videos of your friends dying, of course the public computer room is the place to do it! Can't wait for all the monitors to show something spooky. Glad that's not telegraphed. Erg, scary stuff.
Do you think you could get us into her room?
Hacker buddies can do anything except delete videos on Facebook, but only because the code is made up of unknown Pokemon. Then they find out that Marina was a little girl at some point after all.
She came to us as a ward of the state, and she found some dark corners online. She would just stare at the computer for hours. Nothing on the screen at all.
Ah, she must have been uploading her soul to the internet because she foresaw that one day she'd have a really short-lived Facebook friendship and have to haunt them. Also, there was possibly little kid rape. That's really unnecessary, you stupid, stupid movie. Dr. Perfect Asshole Boyfriend then finds a wasp has been uploaded to his ear. Man, this is getting all Bradley Cooper in Case 39. Hope they don't break his spine. Glad wasps are a connecting theme in these released early overseas movies. Marina then goes after hospital girl Isabel, who's apparently in the hospital from Halloween 2, which is pretty much abandoned.
That's odd. Usually the blood gets off at the second floor.
And she died via bad editing, and the security footage shows that this wasn't the Halloween 2 hospital after all. It's just the horribly neglectful hospital that allows crazed patients to manically run around the halls.
She rips out her own hair before she slits her throat. Now, I've been on this job 25 years, and that's a first for me.
Obviously, this is your fault, hacked Facebook girl.
What I want to know is where you got the elevator footage that you posted.
I'm not posting any of this.
Well, the good news for you is we can't link your IP address to any of these videos.
Then why did you ask that?
You really know a lot of dead people, Miss Woodson.
I think we can close the case on just about every unsolved murder ever, Booker. Hacker Buddy and Laura then hypothesize that our new style internet ghost is really a witch and used her laptop as a black mirror, giving her a gateway to haunt them. Because that makes sense, I guess, and they'll have to destroy it to stop her. Or they could just run an anti-malware program. It usually clears up the cyber demons. That's when Marina pulls her greatest prank yet, wasting a shit ton of ink, which again is in that unknown Pokemon language with a stupid glitchy effect on the paper, which just looks like they tried to censor it.
I think I'm going home.
Yeah, screw this movie, let's just go home. That probably was the most sensible thing said in this movie, though. Then there's a group service for the 3 dead people? They weren't even all friends and didn't die at the same time. Why would they possibly do that? I'm fairly certain that the families of each would not want that, but who cares about dead people under 100 friends?
There was a fire there 20 years ago at some weird commune. Marina's mother, Ada Netafar, lived there. They kept some husk of her body alive until Marina was delivered.
Okay, you've already tacked on enough ridiculous things to Marina's backstory movie. It's enough. Marina's internet wasp form then throws blonde girl Olivia out the window, but not before putting contacts in her eyes. Olivia may still be alive, but does that really matter when you're down to 21 friends?
Whoa, someone had a rough day.
Why are the cops the biggest jackasses in this movie? I guess I can be happy that most of the main characters aren't really. They're just bland and stupid. The Hackster and Laura set off on their holy quest to smash a laptop, which they assume is at the building Marina's mother died in, from that epic flame war. Olivia then wakes up and is kinda pissed that she's still in this movie, and now this stupid cop has to explain how a barely alive woman beat him up and got his gun. It was probably that hacked Facebook girl's fault.
Really?
Alright, he might be a jackass, but he did get the best line in the film. Oh man, this old building that Marina's mother was burnt in was the ruins of Alf!
Kobe? Kobe.
Why the hell are you doing the Blair Witch ending over there? We don't need to rip everything off!
She can't make you lonely if you're dead.
Wow! That's going right up there with, really, for one of the funniest moments in this movie. Haxter figured he'd get spared if Laura died, but what he didn't know was that stabbing Laura in the side gives her energy. Like, a lot of energy. She outruns Haxter all the way out of the woods to a truck stop, where luckily hailing a cab was apparently really easy.
Are you sure you don't want me to take you to a hospital?
Ah, why would she need that? Instead, Laura's off to the other possible location for Marina's magical laptop, which is a wasp factory or something. But luckily, Dr. Boyfriend is here to save the day. Oh, you! Oh, that Haxter. He's a real jokester. Of course, the massive stab wound victim who's been bleeding out for hours now can still outrun this guy. Man, he sucks. Oh, I thought he would make it.
What do you want from me?
Come and play with us forever and ever.
So now Laura's alone, I guess, much like the ending of Unfriended. Are they going to do a stupid ending twist to ruin the entire No Friends ending they are working towards like that movie too? Yep. They even take this one step further here, though, and Laura doesn't die. She instead becomes the new Marina, with a stupid split first name Facebook account that has 0 friends. Even though her profile pic shows her with her best buddy, screwed that one up. So all that stuff about Marina being a witch, having a burnt mom, and all her horrible past crap was apparently meaningless. Go figure. Nope, just like that, Laura's gonna do the same thing Marina did, I guess, because who cares? The end. Yep, this is the exact crap I expected to come out in Unfriended's wake, though I can give it that it's not quite as insufferable to sit through as Unfriended since there are actual scene changes and cinematography. But it's another cyber turd, and if you want a ghost haunting Facebook to somehow be taken seriously, you gotta try a little harder than OMG dropping friend count. Now, if you'll excuse me, oh no! 0 friends! It's over! It's all over! Oh, well, I'll just go hang out with some people in real life.
I don't like this movie. It doesn't seem too friendly. These monsters seem so fake. My nerves, they're gonna break. Please don't let me down. You need to be around to grab that running one up and blast that scene anew.
Man, I just realized I'd been stabbed and I've been bleeding out this entire review. Meh.